Hey Gemini, welcome to May 2018. I apologize that this is up a couple days late. It is now May 5th. We did just move to North Carolina. I got here on the 2nd or the 3rd. So everything is in boxes here and it's a little crazy. So I apologize that this is late. But yeah, I have your reading here. We can just get right into it. So I'm sitting in front of a fireplace on the floor and I have boxes and like this shelf here to set up as a table. So it's a little rigged this month. But next month I think I'm going to be doing readings on the beach. So stay tuned for that. Okay, so we're just going to get right into it. Okay, so this is how it laid out. For me, it's facing me, so I'm just going to rotate them so they can face you, so you can see what it looks like from your perspective. Okay, Gemini, so it seems like so last month, how did it turn out for you? Please let me know in the comments below what great things occurred for you end of April to beginning of May. It may still be in the process of awesome things coming your way. For us, it was definitely the move. It was a little hectic in April, to say the least, but we're here now, so it's great times are ahead finally. So I'm very curious to see what is occurring for you in your life. So please definitely leave me comments. I know some of you guys left me comments last month and I appreciate that, but I definitely want to hear, what is manifesting in your life right now, because this is such a positive time for Gemini. This is a great year for Gemini. It's the year of the 2. So we really know how to handle this, this energy this month, because we are the twins, we are the 2, so we definitely know how to flow with the energy this year. It's like we can make it our bitch if we really want to. I definitely noticed, like, my brother, he's high functioning Asperger's and he's been very introverted the last couple years, but I've noticed this year he's really starting to come out of his shell again. And becoming very talkative, and like started playing the guitar again when he hasn't touched it in like 10 years. So I feel like for me, seeing that, I see that as a very positive thing for him and his life to, be coming out of his shell. So it could be something as small as, wanting to pick up, the guitar again and start playing and bringing that joy back into your life. Or it could be something as huge as moving to another state, like what I did. So I'm very curious to hear what's going on for you. Let me know. So into your reading now. Sorry for that little rant there. So Gemini, it seems like this month is about slowing down, which is interesting, but not stopping. Slowing down but not stopping. Especially, it's going to be interesting this month just because this month the energy is going to seem like it's moving very quickly. So the key this month is to make sure you're slowing yourself down, and really looking at what it is that you're doing. So we have the 9 of Pentacles upright. We have the Page of Pentacles in reverse. The 3 of Wands upright. And then we have the 17th and 18th cards in the Major Arcana in reverse for the last, for the ending of the month. We have the Star in reverse and the Moon in reverse, which is interesting because when I was shuffling, I kept seeing this card, and it seemed like it wanted to come out a couple times, but I just kept, shuffling it in there. And then, seriously, all of these jumped out. Like, this one flew, like, across the room. But, yeah, I was surprised, but not surprised that this one did come out for us this month. I think I was a little surprised that it came in reverse, but we'll get there. So, 9 of Pentacles. So this is, like, the beginning of the month, like, the first half. This is, like, the second half. So we have the Nine of Pentacles upright. So I feel like this is saying that we're like enjoying the fruits of our labor, but it's still in the 9 energy, which means that we're not done yet. You know, we've definitely attained some great achievements from last month into this month for ourselves. So we're kind of like taking a break, enjoying what we've created for ourselves. I keep hearing resting on our laurels over and over. I keep hearing resting on our laurels. You know, whatever that means. You know, just enjoying the fruits of our labor in the beginning of the month. Really allow yourself to, you know, pat yourself on the back, either like literally or just like, you know, mentally, energetically, you know, be thankful and gracious and appreciative of yourself and everything that you've been working towards the first half of this year, because you should be starting to reap some of the rewards for your hard work. But being that it is 9 means that you are not done yet. So 10 would be completion. So 9 is like you're almost there. Like you've completed, you've done all the hard work, but there's still like some loose ends to tie up here. So we have the Page of Pentacles in reverse, which is saying to me, now is not, I feel like it's not the time to make huge directional changes. So just keep going down the path that you've been going down, because it's working in your favor. You need to keep going down and you know, finishing what you've started. This is not the time to change directions and like do something completely different. Just do what you've been doing, and you will continue to you know, be successful in whatever it is you're trying to achieve. It's also saying that, you know, you may be experiencing like a lull or a delay in your life, in, you know, in your progress. You may feel like it's delayed or on pause or like in limbo. I mean, not really in limbo. I mean, if it really wanted it to say you're going to be on pause or in limbo, it would have been like the Hanged Man, you know, in reverse or upright, really. Just but it's saying you know, take pause before making any more drastic changes, because now's not the time to do that, is basically what it's saying. So it's like you need to take a small pause here before making drastic shifts. So slowing down is the key this month to make sure that you are taking the right steps on the same path. On the same path, not a different one. And also, I would say now is not the time to take on more projects just yet. Like, you know, stay focused on what it is that you've been working on this month. And I feel like I'm kind of saying the same thing over and over again, but I want to make sure that you're hearing it. Whatever you've been working on this year, you are starting to experience the rewards, the success of that. Keep going on that path. Don't be like, okay, so now I'm going to do this and I'm also going to do this as well. Or, you know, just stay on the path that you're on. Because you're going to be wanting to create more for yourself. Like that fire is going to be coming back in the middle of the month. You're still going to be achieving things and creating things for yourself, but it's going to be on a slower pace. Even though this month you may feel like you want to speed up, but the key is staying on a slower path. So because it's telling you that you want to go slow when the energy of this month wants to go fast, there may be a little bit of restriction there that's going to make you doubt that you're going in the right direction, or make you lose faith in what it is that you're trying to achieve, or lose interest in what you're trying to achieve for the time being. You may be feeling disconnected from the process because you're not seeing such extreme results this month. This is a month of continuing to work forward on what you've been working on, but you may not see such drastic results as you did, the end of April, beginning of May. So things start to slow down. The results, the fruits of your labor, aren't, flowing as, significantly. Or you may not physically be seeing the results of your hard work towards the end of the month, and that may make you feel like you are less than, or make you feel like you're doing something wrong, or doubting the process, or losing faith in your connection to this process. But it's saying, like, now is, like, do not lose the faith. Do not lose the faith. You need to keep going. You may be feeling a little discouraged towards the end of the month, but I really, every time I see this, I want to keep flipping it around. Like, I want to turn this around and just be like, stay in tune with your intuition. Stay in I just heard ritual. I just heard ritual. So stay in this, creating a ritual for yourself that is beneficial to your sanity, to your happiness, to your joy. Whatever it is that is going to make you feel good about yourself, create a ritual of doing that daily or every other day, or a lot this month, to keep yourself mentally in the game, because there is a potential of losing, feeling disconnected to what it is that you're trying to achieve, feeling a little low, or feeling like you've lost faith in yourself and your connection with the universe and your ability to manifest. But it's still there. It never leaves you. It never leaves you. It's the universe is always there, wanting to bring you what it is that you want. But sometimes we pinch ourselves off to that connection because we get wrapped up in our own stuff, and it just kind of like turns off that faucet that helps that energy continue to flow, or it makes us believe that the energy flowing is not there, but it's always there. So you're going to you may feel like you are disconnected and losing faith, but it doesn't have to be this way. So, like, the thing with tarot is, like, I can show you, or any tarot reader can show you, where the energy of this month may lead you based on the energy of where you are in this moment, or where you have been in the beginning of the month, where it can take you. So there's a potential of it, going in a not so great way towards the end of the month, where you start to feel discouraged, or a little downtrodden, or whatever. But it doesn't have to be this way. We all have our own free will and our own ability to flip these cards right side up, value ourselves, see our own worth. So when it's in reverse, it's like, here's us, and we're seeing our reflection as smaller. We see ourselves as smaller than what we really are. Upright, here we are, and we know that we're, strong, larger than life people that are able to achieve whatever it is that we want in our lives. So seeing ourselves as how we really are, So we have the ability to flip it around and find the faith and the self-esteem that we need to continue forward in the faith in the universe, God, Gaia, whatever. So I hope that makes sense. It's just like things are going to kind of slow down a little bit at the beginning of the month, don't make any huge drastic changes, especially with Uranus shifting signs into Taurus. This month is all about, it happens, it like shifts officially into Taurus May 15th, I think, the middle of the month. So it's going to be a big focus on how we see ourselves, how we value ourselves and our time and our energy, and where we're putting our energy, and how we interact with others in the world, how we treat ourselves. It's going to shake things up a little bit. That may make us feel like we should be doubting the process. We should be doubting where we're going, but don't. So it's going to be an interesting month. And also, like, when I'm sitting in front of this blocked off fireplace, and it made me think, like, what is it in our lives that is blocking our passions from, or blocking that fire within us from, being alive, being there, being a fire, what is blocking that fire within us? So I feel like that's going to be kind of the theme this month. What is blocking the fire? Because things are going to start slowing down, and you may feel like the fire is dimming a little bit, but it's not. It's just, we're just looking at things and addressing things in a different way. Or, really looking at being able to address things with more detail, instead of just like being like, I'm just gonna go and I haven't really thought this through and here we go. Really thinking about what our next step is, how we can bring this full circle, this process, the progress of what we've been trying to achieve. So I hope that makes sense. Do not get discouraged towards the end of the month. Let me know how this manifests for you for this month. I'm very curious to see. But, you are still able to manifest and create things for yourself. So just keep going, but with a little bit of a slower pace, a more strategic pace. So I hope that makes sense. I hope that you enjoyed this reading, Gemini. And next month, we're going to be doing the readings on the beach, I hope. So stay tuned and have a great summer. Take care.